Capricorn. Welcome to the Smudge Room. I'm Jamie. This will be a general read for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm working with Osho's Zen Tarot, and I'm working with these new cards, and I don't remember what they're called, but my friend Kelly, who I love very much, gave them to me. So we're gonna give them a whirl. So let's Capricorn. Let's start with recent past for you. Get me caught up to speed. Whoa. All right. Jump right in here. Okay, we've got the Priestess of Discs, which would be like the Queen of Pentacles. This might even be a Capricorn card. This is very stable, nurturing, a lot like the Empress card. I mean, because it's so earthy, and it's someone who has abundance and shares with others without even thinking of it, because she has enough. Yeah, I've never really looked at these cards, so sorry. Oh, that light is bad. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you have riches. Okay, we've got aloneness. This is, okay, there's also a card in this deck that is isolation, which is not good. This is when you can be alone with your thoughts and be content, and when it's not a dangerous kind of alone. So this indicates having some time to reflect, and yeah, you maybe have kind of been a little hermity. Let's what else for recent past? These are a little hard to shuffle. It's gonna be fun. Okay, we've got the Shaman of Swords. Okay, so this reflective time that you've had, you've maybe had to stand up for yourself to kind of get that, or, wow, this is a really neat card. You maybe have had to, yeah, stand your ground, and this reflective time has helped you to become very, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Direct. You're not going to hold back. If you need some aloneness, you can ask for it and you will get it. But yeah, I feel like maybe you've had a decision you've needed to focus on, and I feel like you've gotten there. You've made your choice. That's that. Like, that's how I'm feeling about that. Okay, well, what's the energy coming towards Capricorn? Oh. Here we got the Lover's card. Choices. The Lover's card is really, do we want to be in a relationship? And if we do, who with? Do we want to be single? Do we want the pros and cons of that? Do we want the pros and cons of being partnered up? I definitely feel like you have met someone, but for more of you, I'm getting the sense that maybe this is what some of this time alone has. Some of you have been in an off and on again thing, and you maybe took a break to process some stuff. I don't. Well, let's pull. I'll share what I've got to say after. Ooh. Energy coming towards Capricorn. Okay, we've got the Priestess of Swords. Yeah, so okay, I feel like this is maybe you and your partner very much standing your own ground. Sorry, that's kind of hard to see. It's weird, right? You're facing away from each other. I always pay attention to that when I do a read. I feel like you really want different things right now. Let's pull some more for them. Beyond illusion, okay? Yeah, like their mind is way somewhere else. And it's not necessarily negative. It's what they're supposed to be doing right now, I believe. And you're doing the same thing. Like it's necessary. It's I don't want to say break because I don't know if that's what it is yet, but I feel like it's time apart for necessary growth, for to benefit you, to benefit them, and to benefit the relationship, you as a couple. Let's pull more for them. See what's up with them. Okay, they've got the Son of Pentacles. Again, reliable, trustworthy. You're handling business over here with your earthy, with Earth. They're doing the same thing. It's like we've got Earth and Earth, air and air, and you're both like this is like where your head's at. You know, you've needed this time. They've needed time. Like it's the same shit. It's the same shit, but separate. For whatever reason. So in that case, let's see what's the mutual energy here. What's the situation? We've got the Justice card. Yeah. Okay, so this is about fair treatment. Where this goes is being determined, you know, by each of these processes, and if some injustices have happened, that karma is going to be covered, if that makes sense. Let's clarify the Justice card. Okay, we've got the Master. Okay. Justice will come when each party has like become a master of themselves. Like that's what you two are doing right now. And yeah, the Master isn't a master of anyone else. He's a master of his own world, of his own actions. So, okay, that's pretty cut and dry right there. What else about the mutual energy? Ooh, that's an instructional card. We don't need that in there. Okay, we got the Two of Swords. Yeah, crossroads. Which way are we going here? Yeah. You still don't know. They don't know. I feel like they don't know either. I also feel like you really can't. Okay, how do I explain this? If you can't make a wrong decision here, and by that I mean even if, okay, let's say for example, you decide to come back together and it doesn't work out, I feel like you're going to know very quickly that that is not the way to go. If you decide not to be together and for example, and you know, you still feel drawn to this person, you're gonna know that you know, it's like you can't fuck this up. I really don't feel that way, especially with the Master and Justice. And if, I mean, I don't know, let's pull some more for mutual. New vision, okay. Let's see what this is. Okay, this might take like things are not going to be the same when you do come back together. Um, it's going to be a whole new ball game. And I feel as though if they're not down for what you need and you're not down for what their needs are, it's not going to work. And I feel like you're both really going to know that really quickly. I feel like a lot of you do want this. I feel like a lot of you are hurt, and I feel like you've been hurt by them, or vice versa. And don't ignore that. Work through those feelings. But I've said this before, and like I mean it. I think that if you are in a relationship and you forgive someone, you have to really, really forgive them. Don't bring it up again later when you're fighting about something else. It's not fair. It's you can't hang things over people. If you actually forgive them, you just can't. You can't do that. That's not how it works. We got the Son of Swords, which is if you do come back together, be really like impeccable with your word. Share what you need. Be specific. Be very, thorough, and yeah, don't hold back. You've got to make it clear. It's got to be, and it can, and it will be. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Any more advice? Let's see. Advice for Capricorn. We've got guidance and consciousness. I think this just really means you gotta really, well, here we are, back to where's the turning it. Oh, I thought we had that card. Never mind. Really, sorry. Really meditate on this. Let what you need be known, and stick by your guns. I think a lot of you do. I mean, you are at a crossroads, granted, about the action to take. But once you take that action, Son of Swords, I think you're going to know where it's going to go. I think that's where you're unclear. It's like you know what you want, but when these energies come together, you don't know how it's going to go. But you will. You'll know where it needs to go. You will. I trust that very much. Pull one more for advice. Whoa. There it is. King of Wands, Shaman of Wands. Creative, kind, warm. I feel like you're both going to come back together in seeing the relationship from a completely different light, and be kind to each other. I mean, the King of Wands is really just joyful. It's fire energy, so it's kind of feisty. So it might be kind of like spicy, but not like argumentative, passionate. It's passion. So come at it in a new way, like in a passionate, warm, loving kind of way, if it's what you want. I just want to pull one more. I know I'm like the queen of one more, just one more, but oh, we got the Miser. Okay. Okay. I think that this is okay. The Miser it's like Four of Pentacles energy, and it's very much like, okay, being possessive. I think that this is going to be a relationship killer for you if you or them have this kind of energy or outlook on this. Okay, so like the miser is like clinging to all of these things that, you know, it's like you get the impression that they think that it's making them more beautiful or more secure, and it's really not. It's really just making their character ugly. Like, that's kind of what being possessive over someone else is. It's not a good look. Not a good look. And I feel like maybe in this relationship, one of you, or maybe both, would get very like territorial, kind of like, you know, maybe that's where the problems have been stemming from. That, like, you're your own individual and they are their own individual, and together, if you can honor each other's, you know, who you really are, it could be good. It could be good. But yeah, you need the freedom to be, or you can't be together. You know, that's how I'm feeling about it. So, yeah, it all comes back to this: your choice. It's your choice. Like, and you're gonna know. You're gonna know right away, I think. Let's do. I've got the fairies here in my book. And I also have Dreams of Gaia. I'm going to pick one of those too. Oh, there goes my phone. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Oh, God. Of course. You're going to stay right there. Fingers crossed. I won't touch it. Okay. Let's just try to get through this quickly so it doesn't fall again. Okay. Advice for Capricorn. Okay, we've got emotions. In reverse. I'll get those later. Let's see. That is... where is it? Okay, now. Sorry. All right, key phrases here. Now, this is in reverse, mind you. So, all emotions are necessary. How are your feelings influencing you? Use your feelings to evaluate a situation. Heed the message behind the feeling. Are you a negative or positive person? Do not prejudge the present based on the past. I think that's probably key here for this scenario. Practice acknowledgement for your feelings. Fill your day with laughter. Step back and detach emotionally. Positive emotions open you to learning. Representing emotions creates disease. And address symptoms of emotional repression. So, well, let's see if there's a reverse meaning. I mean, I know there is, but let's see what it has to say. Okay, this is a lot, so I'm just going to kind of, well, we'll see. When the emotion card appears reversed, it symbolizes the need to address the common symptoms of emotional repression in your life. Repressed emotion can have a real lasting impact on the body, mind, and spirit. They can not only reduce the quality of your life and your relationship with others, but potentially even shorten your life. One of the most common signs of emotional repression is revealed in how you respond to the question, how are you today? Because we now esteem political correctness more than emotional honesty, most of us will smile and respond, I'm good, and you? Even if we're emotionally broken and crying on the inside. Emotional outbursts and emotional honesty are frowned upon. Emotional honesty and sensitivity are seen as a weakness, while emotional outbursts are a symptom of losing control. But controlling our emotions is not healthy either. This is kind of like reminding me of the miser card. We experience our feelings for good reason, and when we repress our emotions in order to control what we feel, we are choosing to disconnect from ourselves. As a result, we may embrace behaviors that have serious consequences to our minds, our spirits, and our bodies. Unfortunately, our feelings do not change or go away because we want them to. While we can pretend not to feel, denying an emotion does not mean we aren't feeling it. It simply means we are ignoring it, which can be detrimental. There are times when emotions need to be put aside, but they should never be ignored or invalidated. Overeating, drug and alcohol addiction, pretending or denying that an experience occurred, or any type of compulsive behavior, including realities of computer games or books or television shows, working to excess, avoiding deep, meaningful conversations, and hiding behind a mask of peace, love, and light. All of these things are behaviors we may use to hide from our emotions. We can use these behaviors to hide from our emotions, but we cannot deny the emotions or control them. What we are feeling will find a way to be expressed, and if it does not do so through direct communication, it may manifest in our bodies and in our behavior. Several signs that, I feel like now at this point I've come this far, I might as well finish it. Several signs that you might be repressing emotions include overreacting to minor issues, making external events and issues more important than personal projects, intellectualizing and scorning emotions, brushing aside obvious disrespect or courtesy, and saying that it does not matter when it should and it does. Delayed emotional responses, depression, anxiety, stress. Physical signs include tension, especially in the jaw and mouth, in the stomach, throat, and shoulders. If the emotion card appears reversed in your reading, it asks you for a little emotional honesty. Look within and determine if you are allowing yourself to feel, or if you're trying to control or deny your feelings. If it's the latter, now is the time to choose a healthy path of acknowledging, accepting, and allowing your feelings to flow. So there's that. I almost want to. We'll do a fairy. Sorry. Message for Capricorn. This is going to be a long one, guys. It's 22 minutes. I don't mind. It's been a long time since. Okay. We're gonna do this. This is a undressing of a salad, which is about trying to juggle everything to make things work. I think that the advice here is like if it's not, I think that if it has to require a lot of work and you can't manage it, then maybe that's a sign for you to not to stop trying to manage it, either by stop being the controlling factor, or just, I'm not saying give up on the person, because that's not what I mean necessarily, but if it's too hard, I mean, I don't know, this is kind of an indication that it should be effortless, because, and I'm not saying that relationships aren't work, because they absolutely are. But if you've tried again and again and again, maybe it's really time to, I don't know. That's just my thought on that coming out when it did. So, okay guys, I love you very much. I wish you luck in this situation, and I will see you next time. Bye.